So good afternoon everybody. This is my instructional video based on the Instructional Strategies assignment for the Provincial Instructor Diploma program, and I've chosen demonstrations as for this component. Now, it's been said that a mediocre teacher will tell, a good teacher will explain, and a superior teacher will demonstrate. Moving along, I wanted to point out four main areas or specific areas where demonstrations might work best. First of all, kitchen lab classes, where it's important to demonstrate correct techniques and procedures. Secondly, chemistry labs, where the result of a reaction might be important to demonstrate between chemicals. Modeling classes may be another area where demonstrations might work well, where equipment and techniques are also important. And finally, in computer lab classes, where demonstrations are required to show how to use specific programs. Main purpose of demonstrations that I found were to first have students understand or see what is required in a step-by-step format, again visualizing each step separately, and thirdly, clarifying each step through group discussion or by asking the instructor questions. Some advantages associated with demonstrations are, first of all, specifically in baking and pastry and culinary, the proper sequence of or order in which ingredients are incorporated is extremely important. Demonstrations also set guidelines for time management issues and help set performance standards, as well as instructors are able to circulate around the classroom and give additional guidance once the tasks are to be completed by the students themselves. One other point that I thought was necessary to mention was costs can be reduced considerably where equipment isn't available. By training students on one specific piece of equipment doesn't necessarily mean you have to actually purchase that equipment. An example would be in the baking and pastry kitchen, where larger pieces of equipment are too expensive. And of course, that would also deal with proper training of equipment to address safety issues. There are, however, some limitations that should be noted as well. Some students may not feel they're getting a hands-on approach or actually able to work with specific ingredients, or prefer to do the work themselves. As well, not every student will be able to follow the proper instructions or understand the concept unless they take notes. Demonstrations can also be time consuming, and of course the instructor has to make sure that demonstration is flawless and that the proper equipment is utilized so that the students can repeat the exact same process when they get out into the field or for future classes. There are four key areas that I thought were important for students to be successful once demonstrations are completed. Prior to the demonstration being completed, is that the students must pay attention, taking notes, asking questions when necessary. They must also be able to identify important steps if the instructor hasn't done so, or sometimes the instructor will test them to see if they're able to identify key steps, and they must be able to identify those key steps and then accomplish the task. Finally, they must be able to memorize it and repeat it on several other occasions. For example, final practical exam, students must be able to memorize and repeat the steps that were taken throughout specific demonstrations. Well, that's the end of the instructional strategy video for this for the program. I'm looking forward to your feedback. In addition, I've created a video that I thought might be interesting for you, for anyone that's wanting to know a little bit more about cooking. I thought I'd throw in this additional demonstration, and throughout the demonstration I've tried to address some of the previously discussed points in the that I've done throughout my video presentation. At the end, since it is Julia Child's 100th birthday year, I thought it was appropriate to provide one of her quotes, which I found quite humorous, and a little video that I found on YouTube as well, if you're able to get the link that I've posted. So I'm just going to walk through that quickly with you. It won't take too long, but just so you can see what I've been working on here. And the demonstration that I wanted to demonstrate was trussing poultry. Now, there are many key benefits to trussing poultry, which I've outlined. Some tools and time requirements as listed under time management, as well as choosing the correct bird for the procedure. I've also thrown in a few pictures. As I noted, if your bird looks like it's doing yoga, definitely it's time to truss it. I'll just go quickly through these the pictures, the photos, as well as each step, outlining the specific stages along the way. As well, I've tried to be as thorough as possible. Any feedback that you might have throughout each step, I'd be happy to hear your feedback on this little presentation as well. You can see we're at there's approximately 9 to 10 steps. Finally, with the final video here that I wanted to quickly show. Well, that's my demonstration. I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to your feedback. Have a great afternoon, everyone.